Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
Remember, though, that for most car problems, it takes a while to get repaired and, in all likelihood, you'll have to take it to a garage, or if you're on the road, towed. Given in this article are some of the common problems that all cars face in their lives, and tips on how you can detect the same. This will not only help to check if everything is fine before you set off on that road trip, but will also give you some basic knowledge of what's wrong with your car, and what you can expect your mechanic to tell you. Common car problems. Here are some of the most common problems you might encounter with your car, and what you need to do to try and solve them. If you're not sure about tinkering with the car, then it's best that you call a mechanic and get the problem sorted out. Engine won't start. The engine makes a sound when it starts. If you don't hear the starting sound when the ignition key is turned on to start the car, it usually means there may be a problem with the starter or the battery, assuming you're not running out of fuel. A simple way to check whether your battery is weak or completely discharged is to test the wipers, lights, radio, or fan. If they don't work, the battery may be completely dead or have faulty battery connections. Check the battery connectors on the terminals. Make sure the connections are clean, tight, and free from corrosion. Call your garage or towing service if this doesn't work. Starter rattles and won't work. You hear a loud clicking noise when you start your car, but the starter doesn't work. Check that the lights and wipers work. If so, there may be a problem with the starter. Either it's stuck, or there could be a problem with the starter. Locate the starter and tap it with a wrench or appropriate tool. If your car has a manual gearbox, try starting it, or call your mechanic or towing service. Troubleshooting other problems. You can solve a problem with your car with the diagnosis of odors, smells, fumes, smoke and noises coming from different compartments of your car. Timely detection and diagnosis can help you take preventive and corrective action for your car's problems. Diagnose and troubleshoot common problems. Odors. Gasoline. If you smell gasoline in or near the car, there's probably a leak in the fuel system. Bring the car in and get out immediately. Inspect the fuel tank for any leaks underneath. Call a nearby repair center or towing service immediately. Do not attempt to continue driving if you smell gasoline in your vehicle. Burning plastic. The most common cause is a plastic bag stuck to the exhaust. If you smell rubber, check whether the parking brake has been accidentally engaged. Driving your car with the parking brake on can cause a burning smell due to excessive friction on the surface of the brake pads. Electrical shorts can cause the insulating material to overheat and burn, giving off a strong smell of burning plastic. In this case, disconnect the battery immediately and contact your auto mechanic to locate the problem and avoid damaging the system. Mold and mildew. Dry the affected area thoroughly by blowing hot air with a hairdryer to evaporate the moisture. Make sure the dryer does not heat up or get too close to the upholstery. Open the windows and let the air out. Keeping a couple of charcoal briquettes under your car seat absorbs moisture and odor. If all else fails, have your car cleaned at a professional cleaning center. Exhaust fumes, especially inside the car's interior, can be very dangerous, containing traces of carbon monoxide, which is quite harmful. It may be the result of a leak in the exhaust system and must be dealt with immediately. Hot or burning oil. This is usually the result of oil or fluid leaking onto a hot surface such as a hot exhaust manifold. Call the mechanic to investigate the leak and solve the problem. Burning coolant. Burning coolant produces a sweet smell, indicating a faulty intake manifold gasket. Get the car inspected by your mechanic at the same time. Smoke. Blue smoke. When engine oil enters the engine's combustion chamber and burns with the fuel-air mixture, you may see blue smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. Call your mechanic to check the leak and correct the problem. Black smoke. This is the result of an excessively rich mixture of air and fuel entering the cylinder area. The proportion of fuel is more in the air-fuel ratio. This mixture doesn't burn completely in the combustion chamber and produces black smoke which exits the exhaust pipe, affecting engine performance and fuel economy. Although a rich mixture is necessary to start the engine, black smoke indicates a faulty injection system or sensors in the engine computer. Have your car tested for emissions and call your mechanic for an engine tune-up. White smoke coming from the exhaust pipe is actually steam, indicating that water or antifreeze is being burned with the fuel-air mixture in the engine. This can also be diagnosed if you need to add water and antifreeze more frequently than normal. Water or antifreeze, if mixed with engine oil entering the engine cylinder, can seriously damage the engine. Ask your mechanic to check for leaks and correct the problem immediately. Bold and black or dark, the leaking fluid is probably engine oil. Check the oil level by removing the dipstick and measuring the fluid level. Top up the oil according to the mark on the dipstick and observe the level for the next few days. If you find the oil level has dropped and or you spot the puddle, it's time to have the leak inspected by your mechanic. Greasy and red, if you notice an oil and red leak, it's probably transmission fluid. Check the transmission fluid level, refill it and observe for the next few days. If you find that the level has dropped, have it checked by your mechanic to avoid damaging the transmission. Clear fluid is more likely to be drain water from the car's air conditioning unit or windshield washer fluid. You may need to touch and feel or smell the liquid to determine if it's water. Clear and oily, if you notice a leak that's clear and greasy, it's probably brake fluid, which is a more serious type of leak. Get the leak identified and repaired by your mechanic to avoid brake failure. The common causes of problems and troubleshooting techniques contained in this article is only an indication of possible automotive problems and their likely causes. You can save yourself costly repairs by taking timely action to solve the problem. You may need to visit a qualified auto repair center or consult a technician to examine, diagnose, and repair your car. In conclusion, diagnosing and troubleshooting common car problems can save you both time and money. By understanding the basics of your vehicle and recognizing the signs of potential issues, you can take proactive steps to address them before they escalate. Remember to consult your owner's manual, utilize online resources, and don't hesitate to seek professional help when needed. With a little knowledge and attention, you can keep your car running smoothly and ensure a safer driving experience. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.